We're Sanguisugabogg, and this is our first concert experiences. When I was really young, I think I was like 4 years old, I went with my parents to an outdoor concert to see Hank Williams Jr. That was my first live music experience ever. My first metal show was when I was 11 years old. I went to see Poison, Cinderella, and LA Guns, and it was pretty badass. What I remember most about that concert was Bret Michaels throwing a pick that my dad caught. So I've been to so many concerts, it's been a blur. I mean, I've seen Slayer alone like 8 times, so I'm always checking out live music and little dive bar venues and seeing local shows and stuff like crazy, so it all just becomes a blur at that point.
For me, I'm gonna take you guys way back to my first concert experience. I was in 3rd grade, and I was really into Eminem, and I think he just released an album called Curtain Call, and he was like going on a headlining tour, and so it was Eminem headlining, Ludacris, direct support, and Lil Jon and the East Side Boys opening up the show. And for a fucking 3rd grader, that was the most lit thing I've ever seen. I remember when Lil Jon played at the end of his set, our seats that we got were like right behind the like sound booth, in like the middle of the room. So like right in front of the sound booth is like kind of like the big open square area where people stand, and everything around it's like a seated stadium type deal. So we're like right behind the sound box, and like Lil Jon like jumps over the barrier and like runs through the crowd and like gets on the fucking like soundboard thing, because it's like the tallest thing in the middle of the room. And he took his sunglasses on. He always wears sunglasses, and it's because he's like I don't know if he's like medically blind or like his eyes, he just has like he's born with like a disformity or whatever, but his eyes are like all gray and they're severely like cockeyed, like looking across like this. And he was like very close to me from like here to like, maybe like 15 feet away or something. And I just remember that being like, whoa, that's like the most hype thing, like to see like a live music artist like come out and like interact with the crowd and like see people get really hyped up. So that was like my first like live music experience, and after that I was like, I need to go to more shows and stuff. I was so young too, so it's like cool to see like a bigger thing like that, and still see like especially like rappers and stuff be so like intimate and working the crowd and stuff like that. So that was really cool.
I think my first concert was Phil Collins at Tinley Park here in Illinois. I think I was like maybe 10. Fucking blew my mind. I think he was still playing drums at the time before his hands got all fucked up, but the dude can just beat the shit out of the drums, probably more so than some of the brutal death metal drummers out there. But that was my first concert. I think my first like heavy concert was Zayo at the Fireside here. It's a shitty old venue. I don't even know if it's there anymore, but it was super small. The roof had always caved in with like asbestos and shit, and it was one of their farewell tours. They broke up like 1,000 times, but Daniel, the singer, who was like talking about experiences, he was like singing the last song, and because it was their last tour, you just see like him get engulfed by nothing but black shirts. It was like roaches to like a piece of cheese in the fucking just the street. It was crazy weird, but that was probably like my first heavy show.